Hello everyone, myself Lotson Devsia, lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. In this session, I would like to show you how to simulate the Arduino in Tinkercad. Tinkercad is an online tool to simulate the Arduinos. Go to their website tinkercad.com and here you can join, click on the link and you can join as a teacher. So, educators start here, click on here, agree the agreement. Then here you can log in using your email or sign in with Google. I have already an account, so going to sign in. This is our home page and go to the circuits tab on the left side. Here there are a list of circuits that I have already done, and to create a new circuit click on the create new circuit tab. And this is the page. Here we can add the components and the start simulation, that is the tab for simulating the circuit. Here is the code and there are a set of components are here. So, I am selecting Arduino and place it here. You can use the mouse key button to scroll in and scroll out or zoom in and zoom out. And here I want to connect an LED on the pin number 12 so that it will be an output, and I have to connect that a push button to the pin number 2. So, the push button is acting as a switch input and then LED is an output. So, I have to control that LED using that push button. When I press the push button, I have to glow the LED which is connected at the pin number 12. Here you can use a breadboard also. Yeah, a small breadboard. Here this is a simple circuit, so that I am not going to use that breadboard. And searching for LED, yeah, it is available here. Placing it. Here is the anode, and that anode is connected to the pin number 12. And the cathode which is connected to the ground. Then I have to connect that push button. So, the 4 terminals are indicated that when we put that mouse near to that, the 4 terminals are shown, that is terminal 1A, terminal 2A, terminal 2B and terminal 1P. I am rotating that by clicking here. Okay. And the push button, the terminals 1A and 1P, it is 1A and 1P are internally shorted, and the points, that is 2A and 2B, are internally shorted. Here we have to use a pull up resistor. A resistor is placed and we can give it the values, that is I am taking 10K, that is connected here, which is connected to that ground. The 1P to VCC. that is connected to the 5 volt. Then connecting the two-way to the pin number 2. Then here also we have to connect a resistor in between the anode and the pin number 12. I am taking a resistor and that value I am taking, that is 220 ohm. Pin number 2. So this is the diagram. I can change the color of this wire, and this is a VCC, so mark it as the red. Here it changes red. Here also a positive value, so making it as red. And others making it as black. You can change it to any color. This is a circuit, that is when I press the push button, I have to control or I have to glow the LED. Now we have to write that program. Here also there is an helping hand, that is the blocks. You can just add the blocks. I will show you how to write that, so that the code is automatically generated. So this is an bin, so that just drag it to that bin, just removing that. Now we can write. First I have to create a variable and click on this variables and create a variable. I am writing that is button variable. Don't provide any space in between that. So there is a variable, that is button variable, is created. Okay. Then I have to read the condition of or the status of the pin number 2. If it is high, I have to glow the LED. So first we have to initialize the pin number 2. So just click on here and then drag it this page. So the set button variable, that is that variable to 0. Now I have to read that signal. So again drag here, that is set button variable, and click on this here, that is the initially that button variable is initialized to 0. Then I have to check that button variable. So what is the button variable? That is I have to check the condition of the pin number 2. So the pin number 2 is acting as an input. Go to input and then take, that is the it is an digital pin. So read that, click on here and drag it to here in this box. So it is added. So first initialized, that is the button variable to 0. Then set, we are setting that button variable to read digital pin. Which pin? That is the number 2. So click on here, drag it, that is number 2. So that the status or what is in the pin number 2 is ready, and that is saved to that button variable. Now check whether the signal at the pin number 2 is high or low. So there is a condition, that go to this control, click on the control, and there is a condition, that is if else, if then else. Click on here and then place it here. Okay. Then so checking that condition, go to this math and take it second. Why second? So, please do note that the shape of each block, right. So, this shape, so drag it here. Then what you have to check? You have to check that button variable. So, go to that variable and paste that button variable here. So, if button variable, then there is a condition, that is we can make it as equals. If button variable is equal to 1, then we have to set that pin number 12 is high. So, it is an output. Take the second, that is set pin number, which pin? The pin number is 12, that is 12 to high. If that button variable is equal to 1, the pin number 12 makes it high, else the pin number 12 is low. So, this is the basic program. Then under the code session, here there are three features, that is one is we can just click see the blocks, and the second we can see the blocks and also the text, and the third one is the text only. So, click on here. So, this is the program. So, that is we are just placing that blocks, and that blocks is converted into respective program, corresponding program. Then we can simulate, and again clicking on the code, it will be disappear. Start simulation, and the simulation is running. Click on the push button. Yeah, the LED is glowing. When we click on the push button, the LED is glowing. So, another thing is, that is when we I remove that LED resistor, and then just directly connecting the pin number 12, then simulating. When I click on the push button, the LED is glowing, but there is a marking. Place that mouse here. So, it is showing that the current through the LED is 53.5 milliampere, and the maximum recommended value is 20 milliampere. That is, there is no resistor is placed. So, when there is an error, it will also showing. So, we have to provide a resistor in between that. We can connect the breadboard also here. This is a simple circuit, that is why I didn't connect that breadboard. So, for this breadboard, the bottom line, that is the positive, and above line is the negative. So, we can connect it as common positive and common negative, and we can place the components here. Thank you.